My name is Kieran Dillon, and I'm the Executive Director at the Cancer Vaccine Institute. In the last 2 days, we've been in the midst of our very first patient reunion. We have patients who have come from around Seattle and also from other parts of the country to gather together to learn about the research that we have ongoing. So this is very personal for me because not only am I the Executive Director for the Cancer Vaccine Institute, I'm also a survivor of breast cancer. I had stage 1 breast cancer diagnosed a little over 8 years ago, and when I chose to come to the Cancer Vaccine Institute, I was a little bit nervous. What's been so incredible is that instead of inciting fear, I have to talk about breast cancer all the time, I feel just immense hope. You know, we are creating these vaccines and other therapies that are really changing how we treat cancer and hopefully go on to prevent cancer. It's been a very emotional and just beautiful experience.
So my name is Kim Sapiga, and I was fortunate to become associated with CVI in, I think it was 2005. I had a diagnosis of metastatic breast cancer. I was in a panic. I got my treatment, but I knew in my head that I needed more. In the process, I felt well taken care of. I felt part of a big family. I felt like I was being treated with respect by professionals, and it worked. Look, today I exercise an hour a day. I have raised 4 children. I have a grandbaby. Life is good. This is what it feels like. When I am home, getting treatment in a treatment room with other people with cancer, and they ask me how long I've been getting treatment and how long I've been dealing with this, and I say 20 years, I feel like a unicorn. They look at me with astonishment. I'm still around 20 years and doing so well. But when I come to CVI, I'm a unicorn surrounded by unicorns. We've all done well. All of us who are here have done well, and it's just nice to embrace other people who've had the fortune of going through this experience.
My name is Jamie Craze, and I am a patient advocate on the Cancer Vaccine Institute. I'm a 16-year survivor of stage 4 ovarian cancer, and I've participated in 2 phase 1 clinical trials. So many times we're in treatment and then we're done and we're finished. And so to come together and hear other people's stories and feel the hope is just amazing. Most women aren't here after 5 years, so to be here 16 years later and 10 years after getting a vaccine, I'm just extremely grateful.
I'm Julie Duggan, and I am involved in CVI because I started a clinical trial 10 months ago for recurrent ovarian cancer. I have been amazed at the people I've met from 2004, 2005, vaccine trials that are here. It just is so exciting to see what they're doing with both immunotherapy and vaccines. It's really opened my eyes to how much there is to know, but also all the things we don't know. And when I see an organization like CVI, caring and doing everything they can to further research, I'm all for it.
I'm Lynn Salmon, and I participated in clinical trials here at CVI in 2009. In 2004, I was diagnosed through a mammogram as having a DCIS stage 0. And in 2008, I felt a lump on my collarbone. And one thing led to another, and it comes back where I had surgery. I just felt with stage 4 that I basically had nothing to lose, and I needed to try this. I needed to be proactive and kind of take this matter into my own hands. It's just a great feeling to know that, that women now have such even a better chance than I did. So it's really great.
My name is Terry Palastro, and I was in a clinical trial with CVI in 2004, and then I received a booster for my clinical trial in 2018. So in 2003, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and I had 2 very young children, and I just would do anything to raise them. And so what I found was that the clinical trial gave me hope. When I did my vaccine in 2004, I found it very comforting. I felt well taken care of. I felt like any questions I had were immediately answered, or concerns as well. I think is just incredible, and it continues to give me hope for others that we can do more vaccines for other subtypes.
My name is Nora Desis, and I'm one of the researchers in CVI. My main focus has been in breast and ovarian cancer, but over the last few years, we've branched off into prostate cancer, colon cancer, bladder cancer, and lung cancer as well. It really is a humbling experience to see patients that we interacted with 20 years ago still alive and doing well. You can't open the paper without reading of some new cancer vaccine that looks astonishing. And I think we've finally hit a tipping point for cancer vaccines, where in the next 5 years, we're going to see more vaccines become part of the standard of care in the way that we treat cancer patients. Aspirationally, we're spending a lot of time trying to figure out how to make vaccines to prevent the development of cancer. And I hope that that's our 10-year goal. Within 5 years, they'll be part of standard treatment. Within 10 years, we'll have vaccines that will actually be able to prevent some of the most common cancers.